So Shelley spoke to you an hour or two ago and you couldn't really reveal if Amy was playing or not, but obviously a huge loss in Soph not being able to play, but a massive gain in Amy Jones slotting straight in probably to that opener's position in exchange.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it's a massive loss for us for Soph, but we're hopeful that we haven't seen the last of her. And as you said, Amy's come into the squad, so she's still got a few boxes to tick. So hopefully she's going to be out there tomorrow, but we'll just have to see how that plays out in the morning.
You had to put a percentage on it at the moment after your selection meeting. How confident would you say you are of Amy being in the 11 tomorrow?
I couldn't really speak from what's going to happen in the next sort of 12 hours or 24 hours, but yeah, I think we're confident we'll see her at some stage. It's just unsure if it'll be tomorrow or Wednesday.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Bon. LJ, do you want to jump in there?
Sure. Shell, how important is the momentum that you've built up going to be coming into some pretty big clashes against teams like the Stars?
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot spoken about momentum in this tournament, and we're coming off a pretty good set of 4 wins. So we come in with some good confidence, I suppose. So we're just looking to keep that form going, but we certainly know we're up against the top team. But I think some of the cricket we've been playing, we can match it with them.
And who have you been impressed by from the bowling attack? I know Tennille Peshal's been bowling really well.
Yeah, I think you just answered the question there. Pesh has been an absolute standout for us. She's, I think with the bowling attack, one of our standouts has been our power players and our early wickets, and Pesh has been leading the front on that. So she's been fantastic for us, as has Sarah Glenn coming over from England for her first WBBL. She's bowled some pretty tough overs for us as a leg spin in the power play as well. So she's been a really good asset for us. But I think the whole bowling attack are really starting to gel together nicely now.
And how do you think you'll go about managing all your the players with 4 games in not many days?
Yeah, it's something that we need to keep an eye on. Obviously, we've already had the 2 games on the weekend and 2 games again Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're certainly conscious of their workloads. And yeah, just keep an eye on that and how they're tracking and making sure that they're fresh and ready to go. There won't be much training over the next week, so we'll just make sure that everyone's mentally and physically ready to go, and keeping track of sort of how much work they're doing during the games to make sure that they're good to go.
Well, thanks, Shell.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, LJ. Ash, do you want to jump in?
Hi, Shelley. How you going? Just wanted to touch back on Sophie. I mean, how much can you sort of say about where she's at the moment? And is this something that she's had to deal with previously, or is it a fairly fresh injury?
Yeah, look, it's something I believe she's done in the past. Potentially not the same mechanism that set it off, but it's certainly something that she's done in the past. And at the moment, there's some further investigations going on to work out exactly what's happening there. But we're quietly confident that we will see her again. And she's pretty sort of resilient and fit. So we hope that the turnaround won't be too long.
Did it seem like something that was more sort of neural, like a pinched nerve, or actually, sustained some fairly sort of serious damage?
No, I don't think it was neural from all my medical expertise. But, from what I can gather, it sounds like it's just sort of jammed up on her, but what the extent of the damage is inside there, we're yet to find out.
Yeah. And just in terms of other players coming in, Georgia Wiley, Matilda Carmichael, I mean, what role are they expected to sort of play for the side?
Yeah, look, I think, Tilly will fit in nicely into our middle order with the bat, which is, we're going to sort of probably, without having Soph in there, we're probably looking for another batter, and with losing Lauren Down heading back to New Zealand as well. So Till potentially could come into the mix there. And Georgia as well, she offers us a different option with her left arm mediums, and what we've found on some of the wickets over here, they're getting quite slow and low. So what she offers with her stump to stump is certainly something that we'll be considering when we're selecting the final 11 for tomorrow.
And coming up against a friendly foe, Meg Lanning as well. Has there been a little bit of talk about that friendly banter from the girls?
Yeah, I think so. They got the better of us last time, but I ran into her this morning just going for a walk, and there was a bit of friendly banter, but we know what a great player she is, and she's playing well, so we certainly need to have our planning right and then a bit more than banter to hold her down, so hopefully we can do that.
And, what do you sort of expect heading into this match? What sort of, I guess, where can you expose them from what you've sort of seen previously of their game?
Oh, look, I think they obviously had a bit of an upset win against the Renegades last night, so they'll be pretty keen to bounce back from that. And we know that when we played them earlier in the tournament, they came out quite hard. We probably didn't bowl as well as we would have liked to them earlier as well. And to be honest, we probably didn't have a great game all round. So, look, I think if we can get through some of our top order with what we've been displaying in the power play with the ball and sort of put some pressure on them that way, and then we just need to really step up with the bat and start to back our own games and, just be brave enough to really take it to them.
And not to harp on Sophie sort of too much, but just so we sort of have it right, she'll be heading for scans, or she has gone for scans just on the back?
Yeah, she's headed off this afternoon for some further investigation, so we're just waiting on the outcome of that.